Leading our collection is Resident Evil 4 Remake, a masterful reimagining of the survival horror classic that sets the gold standard for the genre on PS5. This remake transforms the original game with stunning modern graphics while preserving the intense action and strategic resource management that made it legendary. Leon Kennedy's mission to rescue the president's daughter takes you through a Spanish village overrun by infected villagers called ganados, who attack with frightening coordination and intelligence. The combat feels weighty and impactful, as every bullet counts, and you must decide whether to fight or flee from overwhelming threats. Boss encounters are spectacular, showcasing grotesque designs and challenging patterns that require skill and preparation to overcome. The PS5 version delivers exceptional performance, with ray tracing enhanced visuals and fast loading that maintains immersion throughout the experience. Exploration rewards thorough players with upgrades, treasures, and secrets hidden throughout the atmospheric environments. Second on our lineup is Dead Space Remake, a stunning recreation of the sci-fi horror masterpiece that perfects the terrifying experience of fighting necromorphs aboard the USG Ishimura. The game follows engineer Isaac Clarke as he investigates a distress signal on a mining ship, only to discover a nightmarish outbreak of reanimated corpses. Strategic dismemberment returns as the core combat mechanic, requiring you to carefully aim at limbs rather than simply shooting center mass. Resource scarcity creates constant tension as you balance ammunition, health supplies, and upgrades while navigating dark corridors filled with horrifying creatures. The zero-gravity sections provide unique gameplay moments where threats can attack from any direction, demanding spatial awareness and quick reflexes. Audio design is phenomenal, with every creak, groan, and scream building an oppressive atmosphere of dread. The PS5 enhancements include incredible visual fidelity, with detailed gore effects and lighting that transforms the Ishimura into a character itself. Taking third position is the Callisto Protocol, a spiritual successor to Dead Space that delivers brutal melee-focused combat in a maximum security prison on Jupiter's moon. The game follows cargo pilot Jacob Lee, who becomes trapped in Black Iron Prison during a mysterious outbreak that transforms inmates into grotesque monsters. Combat emphasizes close-quarters brutality, with a dodge mechanic that requires precise timing to avoid devastating attacks before counter-striking. Environmental kills let you use industrial equipment to dispatch enemies in visceral ways, adding strategic options during overwhelming encounters. The upgrade system allows customization of weapons and abilities, encouraging experimentation with different combat approaches. Graphics are absolutely stunning, with character models, environmental details, and gore effects that push the PS5 hardware to its limits. The linear structure maintains tight pacing as you uncover the conspiracy behind the outbreak through cinematics and environmental storytelling. Fourth in our selection is Resident Evil Village, the direct sequel to Resident Evil 7 that expands the formula with larger environments, diverse enemy types, and memorable boss battles. Ethan Winters searches for his kidnapped daughter in a mysterious European village controlled by Mother Miranda and her four lords. Each area presents distinct themes and challenges, from Castle Dimitrescu's gothic horror to Heisenberg's industrial factory, creating varied gameplay experiences. Combat offers more action than previous entries, with a standard arsenal and crafting system that encourages aggressive playstyles. The Merchant Duke provides upgrades and supplies at safe rooms, giving you opportunities to prepare for upcoming challenges. Boss designs are creative and disturbing, with Lady Dimitrescu becoming an iconic antagonist through her imposing presence and pursuit sequences. Exploration rewards curious players with treasures, collectibles, and lore that flesh out the village's dark history and connections to previous games. Coming in fifth is Alan Wake 2, a psychological survival horror that blends reality and nightmare in a narrative-driven experience. The game follows two protagonists, FBI agent Saga Anderson and writer Alan Wake, as their stories intertwine across parallel dimensions. Combat revolves around using light to weaken supernatural enemies called the Taken before finishing them with firearms, creating unique tactical considerations. Resource management is crucial, as batteries and ammunition are scarce, forcing careful engagement decisions throughout the campaign. The narrative structure is complex, with multiple timelines and perspectives that gradually reveal the full scope of the supernatural threat. Remedy's Northlight engine delivers breathtaking visuals with incredible lighting effects that serve both aesthetic and gameplay purposes. puzzle elements require lateral thinking, as you manipulate reality through writing and investigation, creating satisfying eureka moments when solutions click into place. Sixth position goes to A Quiet Place: The Road Ahead, an adaptation that captures the tense, silent space survival of the film franchise. The game challenges you to navigate a post-apocalyptic world where sound attracts deadly alien creatures with hypersensitive hearing. Stealth mechanics are paramount, as every footstep, dropped object, or collision can spell instant death from the extraterrestrial hunters. Environmental puzzles require creative problem-solving to progress without making noise, adding cerebral challenges to the survival elements. The sound design is exceptional, with dynamic audio that makes every noise feel dangerously loud, creating constant anxiety. Microphone integration on PS5 controller adds a meta layer where real-world sounds can alert creatures to your position. The story follows original characters dealing with the apocalypse, offering fresh perspectives on the franchise's unique premise, while maintaining the film's terrifying atmosphere and rules. Taking 7th place is The Last of Us Part 1, a complete remake of the post-apocalyptic masterpiece that redefined narrative-driven survival horror. The game follows Joel and Ellie across a fungal-infected America, where humanity struggles to survive against both the infected and other desperate survivors. Combat balances stealth action and resource management, as you scavenge supplies, craft weapons, and choose your battles carefully. The clicker encounters remain terrifying, as these blind infected rely on echolocation and kill instantly if they grab you. Character development is exceptional, with performances that bring emotional depth to the brutal journey across the ruins of civilization. The PS5 remake features completely rebuilt visuals that showcase detailed character models, improved animations, and enhanced environmental destruction. Accessibility options ensure players of all abilities can experience this landmark story without compromising the intended challenge. Claiming 8th position is Dying Light 2: Stay Human, an open-world survival horror that combines parkour traversal with intense zombie combat. The game takes place 15 years after a zombie outbreak in a European city, where survivors live in fortified settlements. Day and night cycles dramatically change gameplay, as infected become more aggressive and dangerous after sunset, forcing strategic planning. Parkour movement feels fluid and empowering as you vault, slide, and grapple across rooftops, escaping threats or gaining tactical advantages. The combat system offers melee and ranged options, with crafting that lets you modify weapons into creative zombie-killing tools. Choice and consequence mechanics affect the story and city development, as factions compete for control of resources. Cooperative multiplayer supports up to 4 players, transforming the experience into a chaotic playground for zombie slaying with friends. Taking 9th place is Signalis, a retro-inspired survival horror that channels classic games while introducing innovative mechanics and a haunting narrative. The game features fixed camera angles, limited resources, and puzzle solving that pay homage to genre pioneers. You play as Elster, a replica android searching for her lost partner in a nightmarish facility filled with corrupted androids and cosmic horror. The oppressive atmosphere is masterfully crafted through pixel art visuals, analog horror aesthetics, and an unsettling soundtrack. Inventory management is deliberately restrictive, forcing difficult decisions about what items to carry and when to backtrack. The story unfolds through environmental storytelling, documents, and cryptic imagery, rewarding attentive players who piece together the mysteries. Multiple endings encourage replays, as different choices and actions lead to varied conclusions that recontextualize the entire experience. Rounding out our collection at number 10 is Amnesia The Bunker, a fresh take on the horror franchise that introduces semi-open exploration and emergent gameplay. The game traps you in a World War I bunker with a stalking monster that dynamically hunts you based on noise and investigation. Unlike previous Amnesia games, you possess a revolver with limited ammunition, creating tense decisions about when violence is worth the resources. The generator mechanic adds constant pressure as lights go out after time, forcing dangerous trips to refuel while the creature prowls nearby. Random item placement and monster behavior ensure each playthrough feels unique, encouraging experimentation with different survival strategies. Environmental interaction is deep, with physics-based puzzles, destructible barriers, and tools that can be used creatively. The claustrophobic setting and relentless threat create sustained tension that never lets you feel safe, even in previously cleared areas.